Hey guys, we're on day 8. We made it to the last one. We're going to dive a little deeper into David's character and his life and how that reflects the kingdom in the Old Testament. It's a sincere heart to love. This is a servant's posture. See, the truth is, kings rule over men for the sake of their own name and glory. We even see that in today's society and world. And men serve kings to make them rich and powerful, to make their way up the ladder. But David's role as a king was very different. He was constantly blessing people. He was giving to people. He was serving the people under his care and authority. Does this sound like somebody that is a little familiar in Scripture? Yeah, it's the characteristics of Jesus. David is really modeling a leadership model that Jesus did when he came to the earth, as he washed his disciples' feet and loved and cared for his disciples and the people around him. In 2 Samuel 6, verses 18 through 23, we see this interesting story. It's a small glimpse of David's generosity, but it says, I'm going to paraphrase throughout the scripture, but it says, "Then he gave to every Israelite man and woman in the crowd a loaf of bread, a cake of dates, and a cake of raisins. But when Saul's daughter, Michal, found out about this, it says she said in disgust, 'How distinguished the king of Israel looked today, shamelessly exposing himself to the servant girls like any other vulgar person might do.' And then David responds to Michal and says this, 'I was dancing before the Lord, who chose me above your father and all his family. He appointed me as the leader of Israel, the people of the Lord. So I celebrate before the Lord. Yes, I am willing to look even more foolish than this.' Some versions say undignified, even to be humiliated in my own eyes." David's response was always generosity and serving and giving to the people that served under him. Even when opposition came and feedback came, he continued to serve and love. This is a beautiful reflection of Jesus and his ministry and his time on earth. So my last posing questions to you as you go and hopefully obtain some of these lessons. What does it look like to bless and give and serve those around you, even if you might look foolish? I want to encourage you, ask God to give you a heart that genuinely cares for those around you. I hope this was encouraging to you. I hope this helped you to see as you read the Old Testament that everything in Scripture, God is so intentional with his words and how it is pointing directly at Jesus and his plan to redeem and restore not only his people, but his kingdom.